welcome or welcome back to the Marketing Nomad YouTube channel. Today we're doing an Oracle deck review, and the Oracle deck that I have for you is the Divine Masculine Healing Oracle. Now this is by Christabel Jessica and the artwork is by Cecilia G.F. I just wanted to say that this deck was kindly gifted to me by Blue Angel Publishing, and I wanted to say a very big thank you to them for sending this deck over for me to review. Now what you can expect in today's Oracle deck review video is I'm going to be sharing my thoughts about this particular deck. I'm also going to be sharing my experience with connecting to the energy of this particular deck and some tips that have worked for me while I was using this particular deck. Now before I change the camera angle and get into the review part of this video, I'm going to take a few seconds to read what is at the back of the box for you, alright? So at the back of the box it says 44 cards, 176-page guidebook. The ancient gods have returned, guiding us to rediscover lost parts of ourselves and safeguard the sanctity of life. Throughout history, masculinity has been severed from the sacred, but it's now time to embrace the insights from diverse pantheons and break the cycle of disconnection. This oracle celebrates the resurgence of a healed and integrated masculine energy, unlocking his honor and integrity. Created for those seeking a reunion with the forgotten facets of their divinity, these cards reveal profound teachings inspired by the mythologies of many cultures, past and present. Designed to complement the feminine archetypes, the Divine Masculine Healing Oracle offers transformative wisdom via messages from Shiva, Horus, Eros, and other deities from around the world. Embody the divine masculine within. Liberate the suppressed parts of your personal power now and forever. Beautiful, very, very powerful. I can't wait to get into my thoughts of this Oracle deck, so give me a few seconds. I'm going to change the camera angle and we're going to get into the review. Now for me, my experience connecting with this particular deck, oh my gosh, it has been unexpectedly tender and so powerful. I mean, this deck, it listens to you, it holds space for you, it offers a safe container to explore themes around like masculinity, identity, vulnerability, and emotional healing as well. There is just so much of clarity that comes through with a very deep layer of compassion as well. Now this particular deck has 44 cards, very high quality cardstock with an extremely smooth finish, very durable as well. I do want to talk a little bit about the illustrations by Cecilia G.F. The artwork is absolutely stunning. You know, each card, it is so rich with symbolic elements that convey themes of strength, of wisdom, healing, and it genuinely invites you to explore the nature of masculine energy. For me, each card touches upon various aspects of masculine energy. For example, grief, responsibility, presence, integrity, softness, protection. And I have to absolutely commend Christabel Jessica with the writing of the guidebook. It is absolutely brilliant. I really love how she has taken the first part of it to be a backstory of the character that is mentioned, and then talking about the themes of masculine energy that it discusses. And I feel that this particular deck, it's about healing parts of ourselves that have been shaped or wounded or even suppressed by distorted ideas of what masculine energy should be. It doesn't matter what gender you identify with. I genuinely feel that this deck is for everyone because we all carry masculine and feminine energies within us. For me, this particular deck has done such an amazing job of inviting everyone to reconnect with sacred, balanced, masculine energy, the kind of energy that protects without controlling, leads with integrity, holds emotional space, and stands very rooted in presence and truth. Now for me, while I was going through this particular deck, and I've been using it for about 6 weeks now, and I've used it extensively. I mean, I have formed such a deep connection with this particular deck because the amount of emotional healing that it has brought me has been, it just blew my mind. I have to tell you, it just absolutely blew my mind. For me, this deck is very, very gentle, but it is also very, very grounded, very, very sacred. And like I mentioned, it is also very, very deeply restorative. I think that the artwork also adds a very soulful layer to what you're learning. It is very strong. It's very, very powerful as well. The guidebook, for me, very, very insightful interpretations. I would highly recommend going through the guidebook in detail, taking your time with it, absorbing every single detail. I have spent a lot of time with the guidebook. Every single card that comes out, I take some time to reflect what is written in the guidebook and how it applies to healing that needs to happen within me, whether it is a shift in my limiting beliefs or a shift in my perspective, or even just kind of changing the narrative that has been kind of forced upon me either by society or what I thought was right at one point in time. And I think that this deck offers such a safe space, for you to explore that as well. Now, the guidebook, like I mentioned, incredibly well written, and it acknowledges masculine energy wounds without blame or shame. And that, I think, is a testament to how safe this entire deck has been. Now, overall, I think that this deck is a celebration of the resurgence of healed and integrated masculine energy, where it unlocks honor as well as integrity. Now, if you are healing father wounds or even patriarchal trauma, I would highly recommend this particular deck because, like I mentioned before, there are so many unseen or even unnoticed kind of ideologies that we have that have kind of passed down from generations that oftentimes we might not even know we are implementing it, and it might actually be harming our own energies, probably harming our feminine energies, or even kind of pushing us to get into shadow masculine energies. And I think that this particular deck helps you reframe those thought processes that you might have been subconsciously kind of following because it was done by someone else or because it was passed down to you from generations. And I think that that unlocks a very deep kind of power within you, that you are stopping that thought at you. You are stopping that negative influence at you, and you're creating a new version of yourself that is more aligned with healthy masculine energies. And as a result of that, it does flow into healthy feminine energies. At least you allow that space. Healthy masculine energy allows space for the feminine energy within you to bloom as well. And for me, I think that that by itself has been such a sacred experience to watch those two energies within me just blend. And I have a very, very deep reverence for this particular oracle deck because it has taught me so much. Like I told you, I have done so much of personal journaling. I've also used this for collective readings and client readings as well. But mostly I've been using this for personal readings, where I've been using it to understand myself better and to shift narratives in my mind that are no longer serving me. Perhaps that it's not serving you anymore, but you might not know what to shift into or how to step into healthy masculine energies. And I feel like this deck does it, and it gives you such a safe space for you to explore that as well. For me, this particular deck, it supports emotional growth. It allows you to integrate the lessons that are being taught. It's not just theory, you can actually implement it very, very practically into your life. So if you are into journaling, again, I would recommend this particular deck. If you have a lot of suppressed masculine energies within you, recommend this deck. If you have been operating in a more shadow masculine energy, I again would recommend this deck. Now, if your feminine energy does not feel safe to kind of be present, again, I would recommend this deck as well. All right, like I said, this deck, I would say it is for everyone. It doesn't matter which gender you identify with. There is just so much that will help with your emotional healing. All right, the messages by themselves with the cards, very, very direct as well. And it helps you reclaim healthy masculine energy. And it helps you recognize that masculine energy in its core, beautiful essence, it's steady, it's heart-led, it is self-aware, and it is always in service to truth and love. And that by itself, it helps you a lot with your healing journey. So overall, I would highly, highly recommend this deck to everyone. It has helped me personally rewrite my relationship with power, with identity, and with love. It has been a truly liberating experience with connecting with this particular deck. And even through my collective readings, I have seen that energy come through, and it has been very, very beautiful for me as a reader to experience as well. All right. And especially in today's world, that still struggles so much to define healthy masculinity. I think that this deck is a very rare and deeply needed ally as well. So if you're looking to heal your father wounds or patriarchal trauma, you're looking for balance of your inner masculine feminine energies, or if you're doing emotional and shadow work, I would highly recommend this particular deck. All right, this is where I will leave you for today's review, and I really hope that this review gave you a good starting point to see if this deck is well suited for your needs at this moment of time. All right, thank you so much for watching all the way up until here. Catch you in my next one. Bye-bye.